Hello, everybody. Mike from Southern California again, and you're on the mic. So let me ask you something. What happens when companies start basically flipping the bird to their customers? Well, we're going to talk about that today on today's episode of On the Mic, as I talk about the cost of corruption. So, as you know, I think everybody's been following the Vic Mignogna situation from pretty much the beginning of the year, as basically accusations, allegations over the years finally led to him being fired from Rooster Teeth and Funimation. Among other things, though, as the years gone on, there have been other issues that have come up with the companies that have basically have very much irritated a lot of fans. There was Vic's firing, which was perceived as being unfair, and I agree with that. There seems to be this attempt to try to drive him out of the industry altogether. Aside from that, of course, we've also in recent months have heard about like the crunch time accusations of Rooster Teeth, where workers are being forced to work overtime without pay. We've also heard situations where there was the recent price increase from Rooster Teeth. There was also and the subsequent admin on Rooster Teeth's subreddit, who basically went after fans, pissing off fans, saying that they should get their money matters in order if they don't like the increase. There's also just been friction between fans and voice actors over the fact that fans have just simply been asking questions, wanting proof of all these accusations against Vic. And none has really been provided. And all the stories have basically been debunked. We've also found out that since 2015, Funimation's had an issue of trying to push a particular agenda by changing scripts around of some of their properties. There have been a number of subscribers to Funimation's website that have also tried to cancel. Many people have canceled their subscriptions with Funimation, and those who have tried at times have basically been blocked from, supposedly over some technical issue that the cancel subscription button supposedly wasn't working. So why do I call this the cost of corruption? Well, because basically these companies, particularly Rooster Teeth and Funimation, are acting very corrupt. They seem to be more concerned about pushing particular agendas and just basically saying, hey, look, if you don't like it, tough, you're going to deal with it. They're showing definite bias. As Vic has taken Funimation, Jamie Marchi, and Monica Rial and Ron Toy thus far to court. And fans are not happy about it. Fans are running away from them in droves. They're canceling their subscriptions. They're like, you see Vic, particularly at Kamehacon and Anime Matsuri, when he does get invited, the cons he does make, he makes a lot of money, whereas their lines are getting shorter and shorter. People are not wanting to go to these people because they're finding them to be very corrupt. They're losing subscribers. They're basically throwing away the goodwill that they've earned over the years. And with that, There are consequences to that. That's the cost of the corruption. They want to try to push certain agendas. They want to try to, gatekeep. Well, people are going to react to it, and they're not going to react very favorably in your favor. Those who are trying to gatekeep. And the more Vic, of course, fights back, the more Funimation rallies their troops to try to keep him from being able to fight back. They keep going after the GoFundMe, which isn't going anywhere because it's locked up in an IULTRA account. But as we, I mean, you look at Rooster Teeth, which apparently this should have been a big year for them with the debut of I don't know if it's Genlock or Genlock, however you want to pronounce it. This should have been a big year for them with this new show coming out, and yet, because of all the drama that's happened this year, their stock is going down. Firing Vic over allegations. That didn't endear them to a lot of fans. The price increases. The wanted men, basically just chastising fans for complaining about the price increases. That's kind of like basically flipping the bird to your own fans. Now, Hirohei, who's done a lot of coverage on this, one of the points he was making is maybe they're looking to change the demographic of their fan base. They're willing to throw away the goodwill that they've built up over the last 10 years or so, to basically push an agenda. And Funimation's been doing the same thing. Pushing a very hard left agenda that a lot of their fans just don't like. So in that, that's basically the cost of corruption right there. Now, how do we deal with that corruption then? When a company decides to flip you the bird, how do you respond? I'm going to give you two very, very good suggestions on how you should respond. They both really go around. They both really talk more about supporting us. Funimation, we have to admit, is kind of the big dog in all this. Funimation and Bang Zoom and you guys if you guys have seen some of my other videos, like yesterday's video in particular, I also did a similar one earlier, talking about the 6 dub capitals of North American anime. Okay, Funimation and Bang Zoom are the two most prominent. They're the two top dogs. They're featured very heavily on Toonami, but they're not the only games that, and I'm not crashing down on Bang Zoom as much because, to my knowledge, there have been a few LA-based voice actors who've gone after Vic, but other than that, they've remained relatively quiet. That's why I say, if you want to stick it to Funimation, you want to stick it to Rooster Teeth, support other companies. Support Bang Zoom. Support the LA-based voice actors. Support Ocean and Blue Water Studios up in Canada. Ocean in Vancouver and also Blue Water in Calgary. try to find where their products are showing. NYAV Post, which was started up by Michael Sinterniklaas in 2000 in the year 2000. Sentai Filmworks, which grew out of the ashes of ADV, the Houston. And granted, I know that there are a number of Funimation voice actors who also work for for Sentai, but there are a lot of Sentai voice actors who aren't associated with Funimation or with the Kick Vic drama that are very cool, very nice, and should be. You guys can support them. Now, ways you can support them, of course, is by watching their product, buying their product when available, and also here's another thing too. In a very polite and nice manner, as you do with Vic, petition the conventions to invite some of these, voice actors and actresses that you don't get to see as often. That I'm sure like out here in LA, some of the voice actors and actresses I personally would love to see, the ones who originate here in LA that I would love to see at more cons include the Fawn family, Jonathan, Tom, Dorothy Elias, and Melissa Fawn. Wendy Lee doesn't get out as much. It'd be nice to see her out more. Obviously, let's see who else. Like a lot of the newer ones, like Erica Mendez and Christina V, they get, and we've been seeing more and more of the more recent ones that are coming out, getting out to more cons. But like some of the ones that over the years haven't got out as much, as I said, the Fawn family, Wendy Lee, Kurt Thornton, Doug Stone, these guys are pretty cool guys. To Paul St. Peter get him out more often. When you look at Ocean Studios up in Vancouver, I'm sure it would be nice to see more, them more often too. On the guy side, Kirby Morrow, Brad Swale, the Dotson brothers, Brian Drummond, Trevor Duvall, on the women's side, Kelly Sheridan, Yanis Yad, the Nicole Oliver, Nicole Boma, Ellen Kennedy, Lisa Ann Bealey. It'd be nice to see them more often. Also, among the New York voice actors and actors, the ones who originated out of New York, that would be nice to see more of course, Ted Lewis, Jimmy Zoppi, Mike Pollock, Michael Alston Bailey, Sebastian Arsalis, and more recently, of course, Michael Liccio Jr., Mark Swint, Roger Parsons, of the Sam Black, of the girls, of course, Lisa Ortiz, Angora Deb, Megan Hollingshead, who started out in New York. I don't think she's ever been to a con. I think as fans we'd like to see. Megan Hollingshead, of course, is known for her roles as Mai Valentine in Yu-Gi-Oh!, Rangiku Matsumoto, of course, in Bleach. I think she's also Shizune in Naruto. So it'd be nice to see her out more. Some other ones include Michelle Knotts a bit more often, Allison Lee Rosenfeld, Rosie Reyes, Lori Himes, and some of them out more often. And then also with Sentai, the Houston-based voice actors and actresses, Jay Hickman, Blake Shepard, Clint Bickham, Leraldo Anzaldúa, Corey Hartzog, Houston Hayes. Of the girls, of course, Kira Vincent Davis. She's been in a lot of stuff for the Houston Big. I'm surprised she doesn't get out more because she's quite a prolific voice actress, along with Hilary Haig, Jessica Boone, Tiffany Grant, Kelly Madison, Keitha Coker, Melissa Davis, Maggie Flecknoe, Kara Greenberg, Shannon Emmerich, Meg McDonald. So, and then, of course, out of Blue Water up in Calgary, of course, the guy's side, the Gilbertson siblings, Lucas and Analea Gilbertson. You got on the guy's side as well, Scott Roberts, Jonathan Love, Brendan Hunter. And on the girls' side, of course, you got Carol Ann Day, Marriott Sluter, Lita Davies, Angie Beers, Caitlin Medrick. Just a lot of great, talented voice actors and actresses out there that don't get called out, that don't get out to cons as much because they don't get invited. Just because Funimation and Bang Zoom are basically the two biggest dogs in the house, doesn't mean that they have to monopolize the house. If you like the stuff that was dubbed, up in Canada, or you like the stuff that was dubbed in New York, or you like the stuff that was dubbed in Houston, you should go ahead and really petition the conventions to invite these voice actors out. Like look at Anime Matsuri. They're based in Houston. You should really ask Denise and John more often to invite more of the Sentai voice actors. Especially, look now. Right now, Food Wars is being featured on Toonami right now. Of course, Blake Shepard is the lead male role there. Among some of the other people involved in that include, of course, Christina Kelly, Andrew Love, and some of our old, I think Meg McDonald may be in that show too. So yeah, just remember, always ask the conventions, if you want to see these people more often, ask them to bring them to the conventions. You don't have to settle for Funimation, or you don't have to settle for Funimation, especially if you're not happy with them right now because of how they're treating Vic. You can always continue to, just very politely ask them to invite Vic as well. So anyways, with all that said, my main point here is that when you flip the bird to the fans, that's going to cost you, to the companies. And to the conventions, I say, consider inviting other voice actors and actresses from some of the smaller companies, because I'm sure that there are a lot of fans who'd appreciate seeing them. Okay? But, the best way to express your displeasure with the corruption is to support the other companies and support other voice actors and actresses. With that all being said, if you guys want to check out the links below, you can always message me or you can direct message me or comment on any of my tweets on my Twitter handle will be in the links section. I'm also helping to support the GoFundMe. Never feel pressured to donate, guys. But if you feel like it's on your heart to donate, please consider donating. If you've already donated, please consider donating again. And if you're not in a position to donate, at least you can help out. You can still help out by sharing the link and help get the word out. And I'll close it out by saying this: if you like this content, please consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. I always look forward to good conversations with you guys, as long as it stays civil. We can agree to disagree at times, but I always look forward to good conversations. So anyways, I will end that here, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.